Judge Ross. Trisha Carr is suing James Livingston in the amount of $600 for the cost of an apartment rental deposit she says he is holding and refusing to return.
Trisha Carr, in your lawsuit against James Livingston, you're asking this court to award you $600 based on a return of apartment deposit monies, yes?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
My friends moved out of the apartment we were renting, and I couldn't afford it myself. It was too much, so I had to find another place to live, and that's when I saw James's ad at school. And
Mr. Livingston, you put an ad in the school paper?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Advertising your particular apartment?
Yes, I needed to sublet my apartment because I had an overseas assignment.
All right, so you needed to sublet for just a short period of time?
Yes, 6 months, Your Honor.
You were going to be gone for 6 months. Why were you going to be out of town for 6 months, sir?
For a school project. We go overseas to study abroad.
Are you a student as well?
Yes, I am. Same school.
And why did you select Ms. Carr as a person that you felt comfortable doing that?
Well, I had a lot of people respond to the ad. I mean, it's a great deal, and it's very close to campus. It's a really good apartment. But when she came, she seemed like a really nice woman. I've seen her around school. I didn't know her at all. And she said, this is the place for me. She fell in love with it, and I thought, you know what? She looks like she would take care of it.
Why'd you fall in love with his place?
Well, it was an amazing deal. I saw it. I thought it was too good to be true, and I found out it was too good to be true.
Why was it too good to be true initially?
Well, I saw the ad. It was only $600 a month for this 1-bedroom, 1-bath. But it was in a really good area. It was close to school, which is really important for me. And it was all utilities paid, and it was furnished. So that's why it sounded
That is a heck
like,
of a deal.
And it was almost suspicious, I think, that it was so nice and for so cheap. The problem was when we got to the bedroom, and I looked out on the terrace and saw that right under, like directly under, was this gas station.
Okay.
And it was closed down. There was caution tape around. It looked like it was closed for good, and I asked him about it. He assured me that it was...
Now, what, for you, seeing that gas station left you feeling how?
Well, I was really concerned.
Because?
Your Honor, I get migraines. And
What's that have to do with the gas?
It's triggered by things...
What do the migraines have to do with the gas station?
It's triggered by gasoline, strong cleaning supplies, anything like that.
So your migraines are directly connected to anything that offsets any sort of sense of smell you have? Strong
odors. And I told him I get really sick. I told him it would hugely affect my health. I made it clear to him that I would not be able to live there if that gas station reopened.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
The gas station then reopens?
I got sick immediately. I started experiencing the migraines. I couldn't work. I couldn't do my schoolwork.
Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Trisha Carr, who is suing James Livingston for the return of apartment rental deposit money.
You all signed an agreement.
We signed a lease.
I have it right here,
Yeah.
John.
Let me see that, please. Yes. All right, and so the owner of the building was aware that you were subletting the
Yes, he had no problem with that. He just wanted to make sure that I had someone that would take good care of the place.
All right.
And
both your signatures are here reflecting the
No, you didn't.
The amount of time, the address, and I see here that water was also included. All the utilities.
Everything was included, even the cable. I mean, I didn't shut off the cable I could have for 6 months.
Well, I would imagine part of it is you wanted to make sure you were comfortable who was going to be staying in your house because you were still there.
Yes, I wanted someone that would take care of the place, and she didn't really take care of the place.
I don't know what he's talking about, Your Honor. I took care of it
sir?
to the best of my ability, considering.
When I found out that she was so upset over the gas station reopening,
okay, so that adds a new wrinkle.
Okay.
So when you left, and you said you were out of the country.
Yes, I'm out of the country.
Is that when the gas station then reopens?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It opened 2.5 weeks after I moved in.
And so obviously that would be upsetting.
Yes.
And what did you convey to Mr. Livingston, if anything?
I tried to reach him. You know, I tried to live in the apartment for a little bit. I tried to make do, and I got sick immediately. I started experiencing the migraines. I couldn't work. I couldn't do my schoolwork.
Did you smell the gasoline?
Yes. That's why I was so sick.
And so you tried to get a hold of him. Did you get the messages, or did you get any sort of contact from her?
She knew I was in London. How am I supposed to keep calling?
He has a responsibility in America, so maybe you should pay attention to what's going on.
Hey. No, we don't do that. So you weren't able to contact him at all?
No.
All right. And so what did you do?
So I had to start spending my time at friends' houses. I couldn't live in the apartment.
You're interrupting. Stop.
I couldn't.
Stop. You're interrupting her.
Sorry.
I don't like it, and it doesn't help your position. Go ahead.
I couldn't live there. You know, you sign a lease, you expect you're going to be able to live there. That's part of the contract, I think, that you need to be able to live there.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns.
Playful Days.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff. Because I think she did rely to her detriment. And even though you did everything that you possibly could have done, I think the one step that you didn't do was to put in writing this issue of the gas station, especially because she brought it up as an issue. And had you put in this agreement, as of this day, I have said I cannot promise, but what I've been told was that this gas station is not going to reopen, and then she signed that. Well, then that would have put her on notice that things could possibly change. And unfortunately, because you didn't do that, judgment will be in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $600. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $600.
I'm really glad the judge understood what I was going through. I'm back in school now. I'm going to finish out the semester, and I get to graduate.
You know, I gave her a great deal for a great apartment. Gasoline, it's everywhere in America. Maybe she should live in Amish country.